All right, so we're almost into 2025, and every single year I see new businesses pop up out of nowhere. And with all these businesses that are promoted to you every single day on social media, I'm sure you're curious which businesses are actually worth starting. So in this video, I'm gonna be ranking every single business that I think is popular and that you probably know, and I'm gonna give a fair ranking on every single one. And I'm not just gonna promote the business that I'm in. This video is gonna be a true fair ranking in what I think a beginner that is trying to make money online should get into, and the pros and cons of every single one of those businesses. So let's dive in my computer and rank these businesses. All right, so here in front of me, we have 10 probably the top 10 most popular businesses that you've seen out there on social media being advertised. And I'm gonna rank them from S being the best business for beginners and D being the worst. Worst business by far that I see right here is probably definitely Section 8 housing, simply because most people are not gonna be able to get into Section 8 right away. And if you don't know what Section 8 housing is, it's when you buy properties that are in a certain area where tenants can have the government pay for their rents. And for you to even get into this type of business, you're gonna need at least $10,000 to $30,000 to get into this game. And even if you go through it with financing, it's not as easy as they make it sound on social media. This is definitely good once you've already, attained a high net worth and you wanna diversify your income. But for a beginner that's just looking to make their first $10,000 online or just $10,000 in general, I don't believe Section 8 housing is a good business. So I'm gonna put it down here at D. Next, we got copywriting, which I'll put down here at D as well, simply because copywriting is a very high income skill, but it is something that you really, really have to be good at. I have copywriters on my team that I pay a lot of money, and these people have been working at it for several years. So if you think you're just gonna come into the game and be a high paid copywriter, sorry, but you're sadly mistaken. Really hard skill to learn, really hard to be good at, and the competition in the copywriting world is fierce. So, which is why I'm gonna put it down at the D tier as well with Section 8 housing. Now, right above copywriting in Section 8, I'm going to put Airbnb, simply because it's also another business that you're going to need some money to start. It's impossible to start this really without any money. I know some people do the subleasing, play with it. Some people buy the property and then Airbnb it. But regardless, you're going to have to furnish the property, and then you're going to have to hope that people are booking you on Airbnb. Again, I don't think this is the best business for a beginner. I do have friends that kill it with this. And again, everything that I put on here is my opinion. Obviously, there are going to be people that win in every single one of these industries, because at the end of the day, winners win. For a beginner that's trying to make money online, again, I don't think Airbnb is a good business. Better than Section 8, better than copywriting, but I'm still going to put it in this C level because I don't think it's great for beginners. Right next to Airbnb, I'm also going to put Forex, even though it's very popular. And technically, you don't need a lot of money to start. It's another one of those skills that if you don't put a lot of time into it, if you don't study this for years, you're going to lose your shirt. Like, you're going to blow your account. And I've seen it time and time again with friends and different people that I've talked to. And obviously the people that are able to be successful at this one trade make a lot of money, but the skill gap between a beginner and an experienced Forex trader is so wide that I just don't think it's worth it for someone that's just looking to get their feet wet and make their first 10K to get into something like Forex, which is why I'm going to put it in the C tier. Right above Forex, I'm going to put wholesale real estate at the B tier. And the reason why I'm going to put wholesale real estate at the B tier is because, one, you can truly do this with no money. Even though the real estate market is bad right now, there are still people making money with this, because you're basically just middlemaning paperwork, which, if you don't know what wholesale real estate is, it's when you put a property under contract on paper for one price and then you sell it for a higher price on another piece of paper. You're just middlemaning paper and you make that fee in between. Wholesale real estate, great business model, not the best market for it right now, but I do think it's better than all the other businesses that I put under it, simply because a beginner can learn the game. It's pretty simple to learn. You're basically drop shipping houses. That's how I see it. I'll put wholesale real estate in the B tier. Now, next to wholesale real estate, I'll actually put Shopify dropshipping, because essentially same business model, just lower margins. But with Shopify dropshipping, you don't have to get into all the complexity of paperwork. And Shopify dropshipping was actually the business that made me my first $100,000. So when I was broke working at the Amazon warehouse, making $11 an hour, this was the business that got me out of that, because I was able to create an online store and sell products at a higher price than I was sourcing them for. And because I was middlemaning it, I didn't have to use any of my own money to start. So I do believe this is a good business for beginners. I will say that I think it was a lot easier when I started back in 2018 than it is now, because the skill gap is way wider now, and people that are succeeding in this business are great marketers. They're great at running ads. They're great at using UGC, promoting these products on TikTok. So it is a little harder now to be successful at this, but again, it is better than Airbnb, Forex, Section 8, and copywriting if you're a beginner trying to just make money. In the A tier, I'm gonna throw high ticket sales up here. If you don't know what high ticket sales is, it's basically just selling products or services, digital products, for a creator, someone like me, someone out there that's selling courses, someone out there that's selling a service. And I think this is great because sales is a high income skill that is not hard to learn. And I have several people that work for me, that work for others, that make $10 to $20 to $30,000 every month simply by picking up the phone and talking to people and selling them on something that they already kind of want. This is a great industry to get into, and I highly recommend it for you if you're looking to just make 10K a month. But there is a cap in this industry, which is why I'm going to put it in the A tier and not the S tier. It is pretty impossible to get to the 6 figures a month as a high ticket sales person, because you can only take so many calls in a day. And that's also why I have it in the A tier, not the S tier, because at the same time, you're still technically trading your time for money. And I don't like anything where you have to trade your time for money. I like businesses where you have location freedom, you have time freedom, and no matter what it is that you're doing, you're still able to create income. Whereas with high ticket sales, you do have to be on the phone closing deals to generate a commission. But just to give you an example of like the type of money you can make in high ticket sales, let's say you work for someone that sells a $5,000 product, and every single day they're getting leads that are booking calls with them because those leads are interested in buying their service or their product. Every time you close one of those people on the phone, you're making $500 commission. So imagine having 10 calls a day and you have a 20% close rate, which isn't even a good close rate. Most closers that are good at their job, they have anywhere between a 40 to 50% close rate. You're still making about $1,000 a day in commissions, which means you're making $30,000 profit a month, basically selling people over the phone that already want to be invested in whatever product or service that they booked a call for. So that's why I have it in the A tier. Now, next to high ticket sales, I also have Amazon wholesale, which is actually the old way to make money on Amazon, but I think it's still a very lucrative way to make money on Amazon. Unlike the popular way, which is private label. See, most people, they'll tell you to get products from AliExpress, brand them, and then sell them on Amazon. But I actually believe that's one of the worst businesses to start in the world, simply because if you're someone that's trying to make money online and you've never made money online before, why would you go out and try to start a brand from scratch? Practically one of the hardest things that you could do. So with Amazon wholesale, instead of creating your own brand, you're selling products from brands that people already know, like, and trust. Brands like Red Bull, brands like Sony, brands like Logitech, brands like Fiji, that already have millions of customers that are searching for their products on the internet, and you're simply just buying those products at wholesale price and selling them for retail. And this is a business that, again, I put at A tier because it gives you location freedom and time freedom. Now, unlike high ticket sales, which is why I kind of have them as equal to each other, you do need some type of capital to get into Amazon wholesale. Now, you don't need tens of thousands of dollars, but I would recommend you have at least $1,000 to get into Amazon wholesale. Whereas with high ticket sales, you can literally start with nothing in your account because you're just talking on the phone. So I have them equal here at the A tier. And to join them here at the A tier, I'm also going to put TikTok Shop affiliate, not TikTok Shop, but TikTok Shop affiliate specifically, because for those of you guys that don't know what TikTok Shop affiliate is, this is when you're simply promoting products on TikTok, creating videos, and recommending to people to buy the product that you're talking about because of whatever benefits and features that product has. It doesn't cost you any money to create a video, and TikTok, out of all the other social media platforms, you have a way higher chance to go viral because their algorithm pushes your content to 80% of people that don't follow you, whereas with Instagram, it's reverse. Instagram will push your content to people that follow you, 20% goes to the For You, and on TikTok, 80% goes to the For You. So I love TikTok Shop affiliate for that reason, because like high ticket sales, you can start with no money. But again, now that it's been around for about a year now, there are people getting into the space. Your skill has to be a lot higher than it was before. You have to actually be a good content creator. You have to understand customer psychology, consumer psychology. You have to understand how to make videos with good hooks. And if you're not doing that and you're a horrible content creator, you're not good on camera, then your videos aren't going to get views. And if your videos don't get views, then you're not going to make sales. Okay? Because TikTok affiliate relies on you getting views and getting sales and getting paid commissions on whatever product it is that you're promoting. But again, it's in the A tier, and everything that's in the B tier and up I highly recommend you try. Don't try all of them. Definitely pick one and stick to it. I don't believe in diversification if you haven't made your first $1 million yet. I believe you should go all in on one business and crack that until, you know, your net worth is at least $1 million, and then maybe diversify after that. TikTok Shop, Amazon Wholesale, high ticket sales, they made it to the A tier because I do believe that anyone that puts in enough work can make a good living with those businesses. Now in the S tier, obviously, we got the new way to sell on Amazon, which is using AI. It's pretty common sense to me, guys. I mean, AI doesn't make mistakes. Humans make mistakes. All of these businesses under the S tier are businesses where you have to make decisions. You have to call the shots, and you are human, which means you could make mistakes. You could fuck up. With the new way to sell on Amazon, because we're utilizing AI, we're able to almost guarantee that we're gonna make money because we use softwares that identify profitable products in the market and tell us exactly how much profit we'll make from those products. And it'll tell us exactly how many units a month we'll sell of that product, which before you weren't able to do that. So that's why I have it in the S tier. This is how I've made millions of dollars online. This is how my students have made millions of dollars online. It's not just a couple people. We've helped 20,000 people make money on the internet using this business model. This is S tier, but really anything A tier and up, highly recommend you look into it. If you're someone that doesn't have any money to your name, like $0, high ticket sales, TikTok Shop affiliate, probably for you. Now, if you're someone watching this and you have $1,000 to play with, definitely recommend you look into the Amazon AI option, the S tier option, you know, selling products on Amazon using AI, simply because this is a location freedom business, time freedom business. You can do this from anywhere in the world. In the past 60 days, I went from the Bahamas to Colombia to Nicaragua. In a couple of days, I'm going to Dubai. And no matter where I'm at in the world, my Amazon business still produces income because I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to touch products. I don't have to ship products. And my AI is able to find products for me. So if you're someone that enjoys being anywhere in the world and still being able to make money, if you're someone that enjoys being able to just make money from your laptop, that is definitely a business for you. Now, if you're someone that's naturally extroverted and you don't have any money to play with right now, high ticket sales might be for you. And if you're interested in high ticket sales, highly recommend you follow Alexis Mai. She has a community of over 400 women that are all killing it in sales. So for all my women watching this video, definitely check her out. Now, if you're a guy, definitely check out my boy Dev. He runs a company called Deal Fuel, where he trains setters and sales reps on how to get into this industry. And I'll throw his links down below as well. If you want to get into the S tier option, the best option out of all this, you want location freedom, you want time freedom, you want results like this, then I'm actually hosting a free training coming up very soon where I'm going to break down how I took Christopher from being a full-time active duty military staff surgeon in the Army to still being able to do what he loves because he doesn't want to quit his job, but now making an additional $40,000 a month while on base. Imagine that. He's full-time in the military, still making over $40K a month because this is truly a business that can run by itself. And yeah, again, this is just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Hopefully this video gave you some clarity on what business is right for you depending on where you're at. And if you're watching this and you're interested in starting the S tier business, I'm actually hosting a 5-day virtual summit where I'm gonna be breaking down each day how to use the Scam Profit software to identify profitable products for you to sell on Amazon. Again, this isn't a 1-day course or a 1-day training. This is 5 days with me, 1 hour a day, where I'm gonna be showing you how to build a profitable Amazon business. And this is designed to have results for you by day 5. So again, if you want a ticket to this event, it's extremely cheap to attend. The link is down below in the description to go and grab a ticket. And I hope to see you there December 1st to the 5th at the One Scan Away Summit. Peace.